All right, we're on the Mike Extraordinary Sports Podcast live through Periscope, debriefing on Game 4 of the Golden State Warriors and Utah Jazz, plus a little post-game and also dissecting the next series going forward. Warriors, Game 4, 121-95. How many times have you guys watched this team? And it was a close game. Utah outscored the Warriors 35-21 in the second quarter to even out that 39-17 out of the gate lead that the Warriors had. And it was somewhat close till the very end when it was pretty much a wrap. But what fascinates me is the lockdown defense in the last 6 to 9 minutes of the game that the Warriors have been playing. I mean, they held Utah to 37.1 field goal percentage as a team. That's pretty incredible. 8 for 27 from 3-point. That's 29.6. I mean, Utah's a very fundamentally sound team, and you're looking at the boards, outboarded, out-assisted, 28-13, the Warriors. Turnovers, not as much, 11-10, it was close, but ultimately just no match. And this W officially stamped NBA history yesterday, in which a Golden State team and a Cleveland Cavaliers team, since the NBA went best of 7 in the first round in 2003, we've never seen two teams reach the conference finals without a loss in the same season. What? 16-0. The Cavs and the Warriors have gone absolute bananas domination. It's only the second time it's happened in NBA history since the league adopted 16-team playoff format back in 84. But literally, we're watching something we haven't seen very often. And I don't know if it's good for the NBA or not. People go back and forth on, do they love dominance in sports? Parity, sometimes people are a fan of a little more. But ultimately, the Cavs, the Warriors, we knew they were going to end up meeting each other. I mean, the Rockets Spurs, we'll see tonight in Game 5 who gets the lead in that series, and then ultimately who's going to face them. But I don't think it's going to be even close, whether it is the Rockets or the Spurs. I mean, the Rockets might win 2 games, potentially. But you look at the aura around the team, and I'm big on why, big whys. You're looking at the Celtics right now. They have a very big why. Their superstar and leader and franchise player, Isaiah Thomas, he's going through a very difficult time. The team's rallying around him. That's a big why. You could also, in the Warriors locker room, make a similar case, not to the same magnitude, of course, but with the back injuries in and out that Steve Kerr's having to go through, which is very serious. I think he had some spinal leakage. It's not pretty. He may not get back to the bench. This may be Mike Brown's team going forward. Now, that's an interesting storyline because Mike Brown used to coach the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James once upon a time. Now, you're seeing the defensive numbers. They compared the two, Warriors, Cavs, the first 2 rounds, very similar offensively in the efficiency category, but the Warriors are playing better defense, and they're playing better defense by a lot. And I'm wondering if the result of that has anything to do with Mike Brown, who's not known to be an incredibly offensive-minded coach. He's brought in for his defense, and they're playing lights-out defense. And I think the Cavs-Warriors series is going to come down to defense because this Cavs team is much better offensively than last year, in my humble opinion. You add a Kyle Korver, you add a Darren Williams. Channing Frye's playing incredible veteran basketball, and we all know LeBron is on one. Just past Michael Jordan in series wins. He's averaging over 32 points a game through 8 games, almost a triple-double. He messed around like Ice Cube with it and is pretty much hitting triple-doubles without even trying. But last night, back to the Game 4, Warriors-Jazz, it's fascinating to me because I thought the Clippers were easily the better team. But in the Jazz series, They just couldn't get it together. And if that shows you in this Jazz Warriors series how far away the Clippers are from the Warriors, because the Warriors just varsity to JV the Jazz. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. It was competitive a wee bit in Utah, but it just looked like they were coasting. And you're looking again, moving forward, at how this is going to play out. Draymond Green last night cracked me up in the post-game press conference, calling Kelly Olynyk a dirty player. Now, Kelly Olynyk set a hard screen in the middle of the Wizards series on Kelly Oubre out of Kansas, a young guy, by the way, even younger than Kelly Olynyk. And Oubre went after him. Now, that looked like some straight Stone Cold, The Rock, maybe even a little shout out to the Dudley Boys going after him in the middle of that game. That was WWE. In fact, that was old school WWF. And when I watched that, I was like, okay, you could look at the Kelly Olynyk thing as two different perspectives. You could say, all right, this guy is doing some sketch McGee stuff on the court. Everyone remembers the Kevin Love incident from 2 years ago, in the playoff series against the Celtics, which caused Caleb to get out. And obviously the Warriors went on to win the series. But you look at Olynyk, and I'm saying that was just a hard set screen. Oubre sold it. He cocked his head back. But Olynyk wasn't the one that ran right after Oubre. It was Oubre. Olynyk went back to continue on the play. So for Draymond Green last night in the postgame press conference, and I don't even know how it got to that subject. I'm sure it was perpetuated by the media. But for Draymond to call Olynyk a dirty player, I'm sorry, that's breaking a Wedding Crashers rule right out of the gate, my friend. I love Draymond. Incredible. Fucked around last night and got a triple-double. He's an incredible piece, and I would consider him a star in the league, even though he's a second-round draft pick, and the upside, no one really saw this coming. For him to say that about Olynyk made me just feel a little like, are these guys truly bored? I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but for them to go into a stir the pot, and let's be honest, the Celtics aren't going to face the Warriors. So it would be one thing for Draymond to throw a little shade, if you will, on the Cavaliers. That's a little more interesting. Instead, he took the high road and was just mentioning consistently that the Cavs are playing incredible basketball. But when I'm watching that, I'm like, I'm sorry. Knocked Steven Adams with his high-flying kick. Shout out Keith Van Horn, White Sox. And then shot a little ouch kabibble to LeBron James in the midsection, which caused him a suspension in Game 5. Who knows? He doesn't go down. Maybe Bogut's not in the place he is in Game 6 when he went down and was out for the series. A lot of intangibles there that could have very much changed the outcome of the series. Either way, hysterical. That's it. Little quick spiel. Another round on the mic. We'll see you next time.